When the wicked is in position, the people mourn. But when the righteous in position, the people rejoice. So ain't nobody happy right now because the wicked doing everything. You understand? People ain't got no real happiness. They got to find happiness in this, that, and other. But the day has to come when righteous people are in position where the people can be happy. If people doing evil in all these positions and they firing all these people, you understand? There ain't no happiness. Why would people fake their happiness and say, I'm pressing towards true happiness? It's better to me be happy once I get answers to the solutions that I'm going through. And that's what people are needing. They're needing answers to the solutions that they're going through. You know, if they're going through dysfunctionality, people has to see to their dysfunctionalities. Ain't nothing funny about the dysfunctionality and the perplexities that other people go through. You understand? And the mimicking and stuff like that. And then when you address it, they be like, oh, why you being so, why you coming off so bold? Because the truth of the fact of the matter is, you don't know how much pressure you putting on by being a part of the problem and not a part of the solution, and people have to understand today, you can't be a problem. You got to be a problem solver. You got to find out, now, how do we get results out of this? How do we get the people who've been going through for 400 years? It can happen. What you do 1 year can change what happened for 400 years. What you did, all they do is just give people what's rightfully theirs. Most people have built stuff and built stuff and built stuff and built stuff. And it's ridiculous. Some of the outputs and outpouring that people get, back from other people, in other way, telepathically and all kind of other stuff. You got to understand that people will come against you. They're going to come up against you. You understand? Because they don't want to see the freedom. They don't want to buy the truth and sell it out. See, I'm about this. This is what I'm about. I'm about buying the truth and selling it not. But see, other people, they got to live up to the G code and the GOD code, not just the G code, but the GOD code. And that means that you got to be about the solutions. And God say, in Psalms 82, how long will you judge the unjust? How long will you be? How long will you continue to let this go on? And I refuse to, on my time clock, for my children to not be able to walk down the street and they got a drive-by shooting happening, or some little person who unstable in all their ways doing something. I'd rather be about change. I'd rather offer some solutions than be about some solution. So I'm creating everything that I think I can create. You understand? And I'm adopting the people who are helping. I don't really need nothing else. I just need the people's support and love and, in a direction and helping people. That's all I really truly care about. I just care about people being made free in every area and people having equal rights, equal opportunity. That's all I want for my people. I want equal opportunity for them. And that's all that needs to be happening in this. And then my facial expression will change. And maybe the pace that I'm walking, maybe even change. You understand? But this is how my people walk. A lot of them walking, some of them ain't walking. So I'm walking for them. Every movement I'm walking for somebody that can't walk. Even the way that I walk, I'm doing it for somebody who can't do it. So the next person might not understand that, but you ain't resurrecting the dead either. You understand? You ain't even moving at all. Don't you know Peter's shadow healed the people? So at least I'm doing something by faith that can be moving somebody else that probably ain't, that's wanting to walk out in a hospital room and wanting to walk, but they can't walk. You understand? I've been there when I had to push, you understand, a little, what you call them, to get around or get back. You know, my pep in my step and stuff like that. I understand how that feel. You have to have people walking for you. You got to have people walking for you. People have to walk for you. People have to be a voice. And that's what I'm being, a voice to the voiceless. I'm going to be a voice to the voiceless no matter how it is. I don't care about how it come about. So I'm using this platform the way God did it. It might not make sense to nobody else, but it don't matter. As long as I get the point across, it don't matter if I have a stand-up one. It don't matter if I shout it, you know, to the nations. But change has to come. Change has to come. People have been going through injustices. It's all on the news. Stuff, all them injustices. Look at all them people who do stuff for money. They do all that stuff for money and they manipulating. You do all that stuff for money, and then you get people. Look, you even get some of the people that even get a story or something. They get in trouble. You understand? I mean, come on, man. Let's be realistic here. You understand? And they run for mayor, and then they get in trouble. You understand? After all them years, how can you do all that? Then media discovery, and then you get caught fondling a baby boy. You understand? Stuff like that. When they got my man who used to be on Fox 2 News, he used to do all them stories and stuff like that. And then they got him, you understand? So he became a mayor. He wanted to start funding a little boy. You understand? So he was supposed to be about freeing our people, buying the truth and selling it not. But they find out you funding a little boy. What you funding a little boy for? You know, that ain't helping people. Sometimes you got to get to yourself, man. Sometimes you got to get to yourself. And you got to find out creative ways. This is what I want to provoke people to do. You know, provoke them to do better. You understand? To do better. It's all about being better. It ain't about no terroristic stuff. We ain't talking about terroristic stuff. We saying we don't want to be that. You understand? We want to just exit out. Just give us what you owe us. You understand? Partner like that. That's how we feel. I ain't about to do nothing else. You got to pay me back for what you did for my ancestors and all the pain you still bringing. You understand? For coming up against me every day. Shoot, boy. You understand? That's how I feel. The way the people come up against me, I'm like, man, dude, you don't know how much a person can take. You know, and you still have to press, and people have to press every day. Every day they have to press through these injustices, these perplexities. Who the heck defending folk? Who defending them? When people talking secretly, making stupid sign language and sending death threats in ways that can't be caught in the psychological world. You understand? Be like, man, that man made a threat at me. You understand? So when people doing stuff like that, and they be like, Tracy be like, I didn't say that. Yeah, you said that. You understand? So if you said that like that, you know, now it'll be addressed, because now you secretly made war, you understand, with me, with your action, and not even understanding who I am. I'm nobody, you understand, to be playing around with. I'm not one of them dudes to play with. I'm not a play school, you understand. I don't do that like that. I'm really serious about helping people get out of the injustices. Everybody I know went through injustices. You understand? And they wanted me to come out to really, they put all the pressure on me. You understand? Like Michael Jackson said, why are you putting all the pressure on me? When we all cry at the same time tonight, we can all cry at the same time tonight. Forget putting the pressure on one person. And that's what I feel like sometimes. Be like, hey, I'm doing this to help other people, not to broadcast myself like that, but to help other people. You understand? To be a light to the darkness of other folk. You understand? So it is not about me doing me and you do you type of stuff. And that's what got a lot of us in trouble, because people became lovers of their own self. And I understand folks not about that, but that's why they ain't around me. You understand? They don't influence me or nothing like that, And otherwise, I would tell people, other words, but I keep it, kind of peaceful right there, because I'm trying to be a part of the solution. And that's what I'm doing with the movement God blessed me to orchestrate, because I was tired of what I'm seeing. Then some of these organizations that they was beneficial for the African American communities at some point. But now today, I don't want to turn out to be like how Tupac was. And Tupac was, like he said at one of the conventions, he was like, other people helped me. I don't want to say that other people who was the cause to the problem, to this day, this man was a thug. He was shooting in the drive-by. You want him to be a leader of a generation? Then you wonder what the problem is. You want to know why this, that, and the other, why everybody writing on themselves. Man, that's really, to me, it offended me, for real. It offended me because, in a bunch of ways. Now, understand his struggle at certain points of his life. I understand his struggle and how he did stuff, but he still shouldn't have been a model for the generation. You understand? Even though he would spark the mind of the genius that would do it, he sparked my mind, but I still, I say he honorable. You understand? Elijah Muhammad was honorable with the Malcolm X. You understand? But you understand what Malcolm X felt about him. You understand? So Tupac could have been he honorable in what he is, but my generation, they had written it on it, and you can see everything. They tell you this, that, and the other without even speaking. You understand? They letting you know how they feel regardless. They putting their girlfriend name. You gotta ask them, what's your girl name? Oh, I see it on your neck. You understand? I see it on your arm. They used to write love letters and stuff when I came up. You understand? They used to be able to do things. But see, when you make a person radical, be a leader, and see, Martin Luther King Jr., he didn't have tattoos on him like that. Malcolm X was a thug, but he converted. First, he went, give the history about him. He was a Christian first, but when his father, got, assassinated pretty much, that's how I look at it. When he got assassinated, Malcolm X didn't go back to Christianity no more. He didn't believe in that. So then he went to another nation who was doing the real thing to do. God say, give me a holy nation. And that's what they were doing. They was building a holy nation. That's why it's the nation. You understand? It's moving like a nation. And folks don't understand that today. That was a lifesaver. But then in this hour that we have, the honorable, who I say Tupac Shakur, which definition of that means shining serpent. Oh boy. You know that, man. Shining serpent. Tupac Shakur means shining serpent. So anytime you put a shining serpent in a generation,